Hello? Hello? Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Swords, Relics, RPGs, and More. My name is Chris Moore. Today we look at the question of what makes an RPG fun. So, you've probably already played an RPG in some form or fashion without even realizing it. And, maybe it was something on your phone that you downloaded, like an app, or is something like one of the newer games, like the newer Tomb Raider, where they have a simple setup for leveling system and the mechanics of getting new abilities, or something like Horizon Zero Dawn. Those are not the traditional, medieval setting RPG, but they do carry the same setup as an RPG. So there are four key elements that make up an RPG. You have story, mechanics, then you have puzzles, and exploration. So first with the story, you're obviously going to have something where there's some sort of conflict or an obstacle, and your characters are going to have to overcome that in some form or fashion. And along the way, you'll meet some NPCs, and the weird thing is that if you make them more unique or interesting, like just adding one detail, the characters can really get into it and that makes it really fun. And some people are just really into the story and not so much of the battles, and that's okay too. But for the people that are, that's where mechanics come into play. And that makes it really fun, like you're learning, the distance, the line of sight, and can I hit this guy, using this spell? Will it work? And that's how we have probability with the dice. And to kind of keep things interesting from being, stale with just talking and dialogue and battles, sometimes you have to mix it up with a good puzzle, and that's always fun, especially if it's not too hard. And it can be like a riddle, or maybe it's some sort of a visual puzzle, like you have to be aware of your surroundings using spatial awareness, like, oh wait a minute, these blocks over here, they can go into that wall and maybe they'll unlock something. And lastly, keeping things moving with exploration is part of what makes it fun. And maybe some people, if they're playing like a sandbox game, and the DM gives them free reign to do whatever they want, they can we've been in this town for like 2 weeks, let's just go west, let's see what's over there. It's like, okay, so you go west and you go through the valley, and along the way you see, and then, you just kind of roll with it and make up stuff as you go. Or maybe there's some sort of like bulletin board in the bar. They're like, we need some money. And so you use the game master as dungeon master. You set up some mini quests or part of a new plot. And one of the tasks is, you need to go into this crypt. There's been some strange sounds at night. They're willing to pay you, of course. I mean, why else would players do anything except for money? Or, maybe something interesting, like it's really creepy. But obviously, not everyone will find RPGs fun the same way, shooter games are fun for everyone, or weird games like Candy Crush. But, give them a try if you haven't already. This could be an untapped resource that's just waiting for you, and, you might really love it if you give it a try. So that's all I got for now. Thanks so much, and until next time, have a good time. Bye. Hello. Test.
Talk out loud so that you can see.
Alright, good. So now the background noise. Okay. Alright. Feels so weird recording with this thing, the headset. Like one of those football announcers who are like, thanks, Tom! Yeah, but Coach Tom does understand he should have done the cross lateral after going through the bypass. What he did instead was he did a Hail Mary. Robert person.